Okay, Dom, welcome back.
Good to be back.
Yeah, so you've been practicing?
Yeah.
As I said. Alright, so fundamentally all we've been working on is obviously that we've been working on the full swing, the full range of motion. Now that is, from a golfing perspective, from what I have seen in my experience, is that you will find that your swing is the most difficult aspect of it and you have to perfect it. And obviously being the motion of it, where you keep your lower hips steady, you keep your lower level, your lower appendages steady as well, and solid, as we like to say, or quiet, which means there is no movement like this, where you swing, you're just simply rotating like I said last time, and you're rotating around your left leg, okay? So fundamentally, that's the most hardest part. All the other shots after that become fundamentally easier. So what I would like you to do now is I'm going to give you a driver, okay, which is this big boy here, and we're going to use that to demonstrate just basically or fundamentally what we've been working on, okay? And even though it's somewhat a longer club, we're going to keep using the same range of motion. Okay, this T the same range of motion that we've been working on all this time, right? So do you remember the grip?
Yeah, I remember the grip.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. And where's your target?
The target right here. The target is the G.
Okay. Well, not exactly the G, but obviously next to it, but straight on. Where this T that you see on the club, you're gonna full swing, rotate around it, and then hit through it. Okay? Go ahead, give me one shot. There we go. Now, as you can see, it's the most difficult club, but because of the range of motion, at the same time, in the way it's designed, it's obviously the most difficult club at the same time. All right? So it's easier to hit with a driver, and I guess it's a lot more fun. But that's where you need to get your range of motion. Now imagine this is the club that you're holding in your hand. You need to get your range of motion from your, remember we talked about 1, 2, 3. Remember that? So you need to then, obviously because it's a driver, you need to be as comfortable and as balanced as possible. So remember your arms underneath your chin, on the backswing, you need to rotate, right? But obviously your lower limbs are still balanced, no movement of the heels, all balanced. Rotate your hips, and as you rotate your hips, your left arm becomes straight, your right arm becomes a V, pointing down, so your elbows pointing down. As you then reach your full extension on the backswing with your eye still on the ball, you then come in and rotate around still your left leg, but because you've been rotating backwards, now you're rotating towards your target. So at impact, everything has to be square. Your left hand, left leg have to be fundamentally square with each other or parallel to each other. Okay? And at impact, your club will be as straight with your arm, meaning that now you're beginning full extension of both arms, as you can see the Y. And thereafter, when you follow through, the opposite of what happened on the right happens on the left. Your right hand becomes extended, your left arm becomes a V that's pointing down, and then you follow through while rotating, and then your heel, your right heel is going to come up. Then your hips are going to rotate towards your target, while your left leg is still going to be fundamentally pointing straight forward. Okay? So that's what we want. And the reason why we work on that, is because that's where most of the shots are going to come in. You're going to start off from the T, and that's where the shots come from. Trying to balance this T here. Oh, come on. What kind of oscillating T they have here? I think we're going to have to move over because the T doesn't seem to be functioning properly. I don't even understand what's going on. think that should do it. That should do it. So, there we go. Okay, we got the T finally fixed. So that's the kind of motion we want. So we want you to, if you look at the way I stand, you want to put your feet together and just be simply balanced. Okay? Both feet facing forward and be as comfortable as possible. Your arms, your left arm holding the club, kind of like straight and just underneath your chin. And that's what you want. And you bring your right hand. And that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to count 1, going back, 2, and then 3 with the follow through. Okay. Now what I see you doing now, because you just want to hit the ball, you have that element of fear, obviously. Thinking that if you too much extend, you just need to relax and just let your club go back. Okay. Let your club go back, and you will automatically, your body will follow. You gotta be relaxed, let the body do its own flexibility, that it's motor neurons that it's supposed to do. Okay. So you're just gonna extend back and then bring it in. All right? All the way back. Okay. Stop right there. What I want you to do is, I want you to demonstrate. Okay. Right. Extend the arms. Just not to be stiff. Now step back. Okay. Okay. See that? Still flex. All right. Okay. And then I want you to just rotate without hitting the ball. Just see how far you can extend your left hand backwards without hitting the ball. You see when you extend, you see what happens to my hip? Can you see what happens? Just relax. Okay, let me try to demonstrate with this. Stand over here, and I want you to look at it from the front part. Okay. When I extend, now you see how comfortable I am. If my club face is flat, my left hand is somewhat underneath my chin. I've got flexibility in motion, you see? And when I extend backwards, you see what happens to my hip? Yeah. Okay, that's exactly what we want. Okay. Do you see what happens to my hands? Yeah. Okay, that's the kind of motion we want, okay. Right? So that what happens is you want to be able to generate energy coming down. Okay. It's fine that it goes back slowly, okay? But as far as possible as you can extend it. But not to overextend it so that your hands are disjointed from your body. Remember, it's one item. So you want to take it from here, back, while keeping your eyesight off the ball. You see, I can still see the ball. I know exactly where I want to make impact with the club, and I take it back. That's where my extension would stop, so that I generate enough speed so I can hit the ball. It's going to be a bit fast, and I'm going to demonstrate. You see that? Yeah. And then when I go through it, you can see the motion that I am still balanced, but I'm coming through the ball, and then I follow through facing my target. My ball projects, or the trajectory of my ball is forward. And that's what we want. Not that we want to be disjointed, because the minute you start being stiff and you just move the arms, you're not generating the power that you need, 1. You're not generating the accuracy that you need, 2. And secondly, you are not feeling confident in yourself with your ability. And that's what we want in golf. We want you to be able to have that accuracy and ability. So let's give it another shot. Okay. And just relax, have fun, have fun. That's a lot better. You see how fluid that motion was? Yeah. You took it back and you could still see the ball. Understandably, you haven't played golf before, but you took it back and you generated enough tension and speed for you to slingshot that club through the ball, and it went forward. And that was, I think, one of your best swings we've seen. Good job. All right, do it again. That's fine. That's fine. One more time. You're on the ball. You're on the ball. You're doing good. You're doing good. Just relax. There you go. And that's fine. It all comes down to practice, as we've been talking about it for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
It all comes to practice. Once you get there, okay? All right, good job.